Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. It's good to meet women randomly. Now let me explain why I say this. First of all, let's be real. Most of the time when a man is looking to, a good deal of time when a man is looking to meet a woman, what do? Oh, he gets on Tinder or he gets on one of these social media platforms. Let's be real. IG, Facebook, shoot, they like dating platforms. They like dating platforms. You go through there, you see that fine woman in her reels. You know, you start following her. You try to say something in the comments to her just to get her attention, or you hit her up privately. You know, some of those fine women on there, they probably got a ton of guys like hitting them up. They probably don't even answer all the emails. But here's the thing. You're trying. Whether you go online, whether you go to a club, whether you go to the gym, let's just be real. Depending on the gym, that could be a hunting ground for some men. And you going in there, you got those nice, you ain't really working out or sweating. You got that nice outfit on, tank top. You be like, yeah. Group of women there, you make sure you do your curls right there and everything. You trying to meet them. And you know what? Maybe sometimes it'll work, depending on where you at and everything. But see, here's the problem with that. You're trying too hard. You're trying to think of a scenario and everything. You're already thinking, okay, what I'm going to say. Okay, this is how I'm going to do it. It's actually better in my view. It's better in my view, but I'll be nice and say it's good to meet women randomly. Like you just happen to meet them. The last thing on your mind is meeting a woman. You can be coming out the gym. You could be going at a grocery store, just getting some avocados. It's ironic. I always use an avocado example, and I don't really eat avocados. But I like to use the example. But anyway, it could be anything. Getting some butter pecan ice cream or something. You just going in the store. The last thing you thinking about is meeting somebody. But then you meet somebody. I know this brother. He met his wife, very beautiful wife. He said he met her getting on an elevator at a certain building. You just never know. And I'm going to tell you why that's good and even better. You're yourself. You're authentic. See, when you're trying to meet a woman online, you're only going to present your best pictures. You're going to present your best self. You're going to be very tactful in what you say and how you do. When you're trying to meet a woman someplace, like at a gym, you're going to be really thinking about what you're doing. But it might help you, but a lot of times it hurts you because you're trying to, or you're thinking about it. It don't come off as natural. One of the things with women in general, and this is regardless of their race or social background, their class background, even their religion, just in general with women, period, they appreciate an authentic man. Because they can see through the mask, especially if she's attractive. She's done heard everything from the time she hit puberty. Unfortunately for some little girls before then. She done heard everything. She done seen, if she's attractive, she probably done seen every type of game tried to be run on her. Probably had some games run on her and everything. From the time she was little. If you approach it, like when you approach women on the street, you don't think 10 other dudes done did the same thing? No matter what you say, even if they laugh at the line, they might give you some dap. They say, oh, okay, that's a good line. But still, they done had it before. Women can read, seriously, that's why I always say it's a waste of time to a lot of women. Most of them have seen everything. Most of them have seen it, and they can see through a mask. Because you're trying to, are you thinking about it? It's not a flow. You're not walking a certain way. Or if you're trying to puff your chest up and all of that, you're not natural. When you're not trying, like meeting a woman is the last thing on your mind. That's usually when it's more natural. That's when they want to talk to you more. Hell, that's when they might approach you. You just being on thing. You ain't thinking about it. When you go to the gym, you just going to the gym. You could have about 15 women working out near you trying to get your attention. You don't care. It's like one more set. That's all you think about. Shoot, you try to get that 300 pounds. You trying to get that 10th rep of 300 pounds. And you sitting there sweating and stuff. You glad you got it. Last thing you think about is some woman disrobing like near you. Peeling off the clothes. You ain't even thinking about it. Shoot. Or you going in a grocery store, you just want a sandwich. Yeah, you just want a pack of buffalo wings and stuff that you want to make. Because you hungry. Not hungry. You hungry and stuff. Last thing this woman trying to get your attention in the store is the last thing you want to do. But you're natural. You yourself. Women reading that. See, even when you approach a woman in the street, they see you coming from a mile away. And they know if you have that intention of talking to them, they can see it. But say you just walking down the street because, well, they didn't have buffalo wings at your local grocery store. You just gonna go get some pre-made. You know, let somebody get because you hungry. So you just worried about that. You ain't thinking about it. You know? It's like, let me give you a story similar to that. I remember, and this is one of the times I moved way back in the day. Way back in the day. Still married and stuff. But I was moving. I was sweaty as hell going in this store. Going in this grocery store just to get like a quick drink and something. I was sweaty, dirty, and all of that. I was married or one. And then just even acknowledging any women was the last thing. Because I was sweating too much. I had more women try to talk to me as I'm just trying to get something to drink. I was just being my more natural to it. I was being authentic. I wasn't trying. You know, it's a random thing. And those are, I'm telling you, those are some of the best ones, just from personal experience. I share that with you. They're some of the best ones because you didn't have the expectation, you know? Because even when you go some places sometimes, thinking you're going like a certain place to get a woman, their guards are up. If you online, their guards are definitely up. You know, because they don't know anything. But when it's random on your part, it's random on her part, the guards tend to be down. Even if she's a very attractive woman, used to guys approaching her. You know, you might be in just that place where she ain't expecting to be approached, and you still don't approach her. It could be y'all get to the buffalo wings section or where they got the chicken wings and stuff. You know, either at that grocery store or at that restaurant, y'all just get there at the same time. You just be in line or something, you know? Seriously. You just never know. You could be in line at the airport. You just want to, shoot, you're on Southwest. You just trying to get that seat. You don't care about anything. You know? You don't care. Or you could be on the airplane. Somebody just had women's happen to sit next to you because, well, you got one of those middle seats and you got the last seat on there. And she ain't thinking about it. Shoot, you just glad that she can fit into the seat without crushing you or something. And then all of a sudden a conversation happens to come up. So you just like, wow. Shoot, I'm looking out my window at one of my neighbors I've met. I wasn't trying to. A dog's parked in my front yard. It's like, what? You know? You know, because the dog parks right behind my place. So I was like, oh, okay. Random. You just never know. So that's the thing. You know, that's the thing. You know, you don't want to get too caught up in always trying. Now, it's good to have, like, okay, you say you're going to go this place. You have that intention. But also just be bopping along and just be open to whatever happens. You just never know. It happens. There's a lot of couples that started because they just met each other randomly. In fact, there's several ways to meet. Don't get stuck in like one way. If you in Iraq, you could meet she could be your server at the restaurant and just do a good job and just talk. You know? I got a buddy, you know, we Facebook friends and stuff now. She was just somebody who was real good at the restaurant. Hey. So, anyway, that's all I have for today. All right? I want y'all to think about that. Just be open. Anyway, I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.